So markets are okay. Okay means ki I don't like this other end of the guys who say, "Arey, this is the 25 years of India and the Amrit Kal of India." So that is like over dramatizing, overselling. But the fact that you can imagine continuing the GDP growth at 6 7%, and that you are helped by flows and you are helped by this fact that if India finally, after 2 3 days every day, when you guys say to get ready for tariff response and all, that if we really get away with lower than China, lower than Bangladesh, lower than Sri Lanka, lower than Japan, EU, whatever, if we get 10 15%, then that help on the other side. Plus, the fiscal deficit is in control, the interest rate, inflation, liquidity, all that is good. But nothing is that attractive that you should make 20 25%. Isliye we say it's okay. Okay means you'll get decent return. You don't have to always make much more than the underlying earnings growth. It's not that you can get P re-rating, but you can continue with the earnings growth reflecting in stock prices.
So for markets now to move higher, what could be that trigger? I mean, markets have got much more than what we thought they would get in the month of April. Liquidity is back, rates have come down, monsoon has been good. Tariff so far appears that there would be a sensible
And
application.
relatively, India would be better off.
Yeah. But yet from April, markets are just not going anywhere. If not April, at least May, June. So if the news is
That's what I'm saying.
favorable.
So it's no, but it's okay now in the sense that the market will be up 4 5% year to date. I consider year to date as calendar year to date. So that's what I'm saying. I'm imagining or expecting only 10 12% per annum for 1 or 2 years, or at least 1 year. Then the earnings have to grow much more than they are. Currently, there are two big chunks of the market which are not growing in earnings. One is the IT sector and one is the large consumer sector. So unko, they have to grow from their 3 5% to 8 10%, then the whole thing can get a boost. And maybe the financial sector, particular large banks and all, which whose earnings in this one quarter and maybe second quarter will be 8 10%, they have to go back to the 14 15%, which will happen, over after a few quarters, after this NIM pressure goes away. So yeah, two three big chunks of the market are not growing at 15%. Normally they used to, but they may not go back to 15, but they can go between 10 and 15, and that is fair to expect and not unreasonable. But that is enough for you to be fully interested in equities. Now, if in the end you get more, great. But we don't have to start by imagining or selling or overselling that you're going to make 20% per annum, but you can make 10 15% per annum.
When we
So it
spoke,
is it's the last 6 months in the end are basically going along with that expectation only. Although first 1 or 2 months were bad, but overall it's up whatever 5 6%, I think 7%. So ठीक है in 6 7 months.
so last time